Imperial Valley's best oldies on the radio. It's AM 1230 KXO. Time for some high school football. Yes, high school football is back, and now Carroll Buckley with all the action.
Well, thank you, Gabe Lemus. I'm Carroll. With me is John and Jared. And, of course, Gabe Lemus is our engineer, producer in the studio with assistance from Kurt Hoffman as we are on the air, our first live football broadcast in 2 years. And it's exciting. It is the Southwest Eagles and the Holtville Vikings in a season opener for both teams. And it's going to be kind of interesting. Okay. Did they play football last year? Well, kind of. Southwest played a 5-game schedule, and some schools played, some didn't play, and we didn't play as far as covering last year's games, but we are back, they are back, and we're looking forward to a great game tonight. High school football live on AM 1230 KXO and around the world on our YouTube channel is brought to you by the CB Stop in Calexico, Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley, McNeece Mart at Dogwood in Maine in El Centro, Stan's Auto Body, generations of making sure your car is fixed right, Imperial Valley College by the Town Pump, and Brownies in Brawley by the Central Union High School District. Also brought to you by the Broken Yolk Café. And we'll continue with a pregame show after this.
The CB Stop in Calexico is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Hacienda Snack Bar has been around for a long time, serving breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday, serving your favorite breakfast burritos to the Hacienda Burger. And when it comes to catering, they do it right with good hot food. They can put a meal together to fit your budget for any size party, big or small. Stop by Hacienda Snack Bar at 941 K Street in Brawley. Talk to Mario and let him cater your next event, or call 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542.
The Central Union High School District Board of Trustees and Administration welcomes back to school for the 2021-22 school year. And, school is open. There's going to be a back-to-school night for all schools at 6:30 p.m. August 25th, a summer graduation ceremony August 26th for the class of 2020 graduates invited to the Jimmy Cannon Theater for a celebration recognition of their graduation. Again, that's August 26th. The Central Union High School District, committed to excellence.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
It's high school football. We are live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, and around the globe on our YouTube channel. You want to know how to subscribe? It's free. Go to our website, KXORadio.com, and you can click a few times and you can subscribe, and you can catch all of our high school football games this year. And we are going to be on the air pretty much all the way through somewhere in November as high school football returns. And that includes, when we get to November, we'll be looking at playoff games. And our game tonight, well, we mentioned it is Southwest against the Holtville Vikings. And you think in the back of your mind, okay, you got big old Southwest, and you got little bitty Holtville, and, it's not going to be a match. It is a matchup. Trust me. Holtville is a very, very good team. And we are anticipating a very good game as these kids, somewhat cheated last year in not being able to get, they had, something like 8 or 9 days of practice before they started playing games. And so they're looking forward to what's happening now. And throughout the year, we will be splitting our coverage between Central and Southwest, bringing you what we consider the very best matchup that particular week. And tonight, as we said, it is Central, or rather Southwest and Holtville. Next week, we'll be back here, but it will be a Vincent Memorial home game as they will take on Southwest. Vincent Memorial, without their own field, utilizes the friendly confines at Southwest High School for their games. And that's just a taste of where we are and what we will be doing. We'll cover more of it as we go along. It's a pregame show on AM 1230.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at the Broken Yolk Café. Once again, voted best breakfast in Imperial Valley by you, our customer. Thank you. Now remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food, still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Café and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Café on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
And we mentioned next week it's Southwest and Vincent Memorial home game on the field at Southwest. What other games are going on tonight? Central hosting Mount Carmel from San Diego. It's Vincent at San Diego High School. Calexico and Palo Verde in the border city. And Brawley at Mater Dei in San Diego. Mater Dei, one of the top 10 rated teams in San Diego. It's going to be a real test for the Brawley Wildcats as they take on Mater Dei. And it's not going to get any easier because the week after that, they're going to take on Valley Center. Calapat has a bye, and Imperial with a first week bye as well. Next week, Imperial will be in Santee to take on West Hills, and it'll be Mickey Dale and George Grahava bringing you that action. The teams are on the field, and that's always exciting. And we will have a kickoff coming up in about 8 minutes or so.
Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus for the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
The original Town Pump has relocated in Brawley at Brownies Diner, offering you the same great steaks and more. Open every day except Monday with patio dining, with breakfast and lunch served from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., dinner from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., and open Sunday 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now with indoor dining. For delicious home-style cooking at its best, now there's one location that has it all. Brownies Diner in Brawley.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at the Broken Yolk Café. Once again, voted best breakfast in Imperial Valley by you, our customer. Thank you. Now remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food, still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Café and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Café on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO El Centro.
And we will have Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night football. That will be coming up in September on AM 1230 KXO. So a lot of football coming your way. What are we looking at as this season progresses? Well, we're looking at our broadcast schedule. Central will be part of our schedule on Friday, September 3rd in Palm Desert. And then we will follow Kofa at Southwest. It'll be Central and Christian at Cal Jones Field. The 24th of September is a bye across the board. And then we will pick up Del Valle High School from El Paso, reciprocate coming to El Centro to take on the Central Spartans. And we'll have that game on October 8th. Original matchup came after the horrific shooting in El Paso that left many people dead and devastated. That gives you an idea of what's coming up. What has happened during the off year? Well, let's update some of the things. Division 4 is now Southwest and Central are both Division 4 schools this year. Imperial and Brownies are Division 3. Centro, based on their success, is now in Division 3 school. That's going to make it really tough from your players. Division 5, Calexico, Calabash, Holtville, and Palo Verde. Calexico, the largest school in the city of their section, is the lowest Brownies. Yes, that's based on the rapid success with the Calexico football program over the past years. One other thing, okay, the regional Manzanita League.
Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO. Having some audio problems on Carroll's side, and we will try to connect with him again. So let's play a little bit of music here.
Trust you're all feeling well.
I feel good. Wow.
AM 1230 KXO El Centro.
I feel better already.
The best oldies on the radio.
1230 KXO.
That we've been able to bring you high school football, and sometimes things get a little bit rusty. Certainly not John Driffill or me. We're just ready to play some football. John, we were talking no more Manzanita League, it's the Desert League, and Palo Verde has moved out of the Imperial Valley League to the Desert League, where they will be more competitive.
And that's not just a single move. Each year, there'll be teams moving back and forth between the Desert League and the IVL. And perhaps later on we can get a chance to explain that. It's also something new this year here in the Imperial Valley.
Okay, we're set for the kickoff as the Eagles will receive the kickoff from the Vikings. And Fermin Valverde is doing the kicking. And it'll bounce at about the 15, picked up at the 10, out to the 20, across the yard line to about the 22-yard line, where the Eagles will put it in play. First and 10. And John, what do the Eagles look like in the backfield right now?
Well, very familiar name of quarterback, Logan Younger's younger brother, of the youngers that was quarterback of the state finals team a few years ago. He'll be starting as a sophomore along with Andres Maldonado, Esteban McDonough. Jonah Estrada will also get some time back there in the backfield.
And they will be running a spread, and that's what they come out. And for the most part, they want to run it with no huddle. Youngers takes a snap and keeps it and is hit and dropped for about a yard loss as he is brought down by Peyton Eiton. And it'll bring up 2nd and 11.
And the Vikings do have a pair of brothers there, linebacker Seth Eiton and his brother Peyton, who just made that tackle.
Off to the single setback, and getting it outside is Esteban McDonough, and McDonough rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he is brought down. So McDonough with the run, and that is the Eagles' first down of the year. And again, no huddle, shifting a few players around, and youngers from the pistol will take the snap. Hands off, McDonough again. McDonough is hit and spun down as he gets nowhere. Mason Toten grabbed him in the backfield and dropped him for a 2-yard loss. That'll bring up 2nd and 12. High school football, we're back on AM 1230, KXO El Centro, California.
Southwest right up on the line of scrimmage, Carroll. Holtville in their usual 3 down linemen, 4 linebacker setup.
Again, this time the shotgun and firing into the flat. It is complete, and it'll be good for a short gain. Nate Smith on the catch, and the tackle by Joshua Enriquez. It's a gain of about 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. Again, no huddle. You just look over at the coach, and he wigwags what play he wants. And Youngers with the snap, drops back, looks downfield, has time, fires a bullet, and it is complete for a first down. Nate Smith with the catch at the 43-yard line in Viking territory.
15-yard pickup, Carroll. That's 2 completions already to Nate Smith, and this Youngers looks just like the other one, doesn't he?
Handoff, McDonough again. McDonough steps inside, cuts it to the outside, and there's nowhere to go. Toten on the tackle. Got a hunch we're going to be saying that a few times. Toten on the tackle.
And McDonough right now is the featured ball carrier. That's his third carry here in the early going.
Picked up 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
Youngers 2 for 2, both completions to Smith, the senior.
Youngers puts a man in motion. Somebody moved, and that play is blown dead. The tight end picked up and started to move on his block before the ball was snapped, and that'll cost them 5. Is that John Seaman out there, Jared?
Yes, it is.
Oh, we got the first team officiating tonight. It's always good to see John. It is 2nd and 11 now.
Holtville, as we look across the line of scrimmage, Carroll, as always, really appear to be quite undersized compared to these Southwest kids.
Youngers hands off, and on a short carry with no gain as he slipped trying to make a cut.
And we do not have that young man's name. He's number 20. I hate to say that over the air without knowing his name, but he is not listed in the roster.
Early in the year, that's what happens. Looking at numbers on the sidelines, both teams have about the same number of players, roughly 30 to 35 players. total. Logan Youngers back to pass, looks, fires, sidearm downfield into coverage, and it goes incomplete. Threw it into double coverage to Esteban McDonough, and it went incomplete. Good downfield coverage by the Vikings. That'll bring up a 4th down and maybe a punting situation. Punting is an iffy thing, right, John?
Yeah, it didn't appear that they had a punter that pulled the job in the early going of the practices this August, but they do have a young man dropping back deep.
And dropping back to receive a punt for the Vikings. I believe that's Roger Rolfe. A low snap, a low kick, and no, you can't do that, son. Oh, boy. The up back caught the ball. It was a line drive. He caught it and then tried to drop it. I didn't do that, and realized, that's a live ball. And covered it. Rookie mistake.
And
Definitely a rookie mistake.
And our kicker on that play, Carroll, was Matai Cervantes, a sophomore.
Okay.
His dad is the head varsity girls basketball coach here at Southwest, and has been a teacher here for many years.
The Vikings come out, their first possession, and one of the Eagles jump, and that'll cost them 5. So instead of 1st and 10, it'll be 1st and 5. Spencer Hilfiger brings them out. He's got Seth Eiton, Benjamin Betancourt, and Peyton Eiton in the backfield with him. From the shotgun. Peyton Eiton with the handoff picks his way in the middle, and he gets nowhere. The whole middle defense of the Eagles cruises in to bring him down. Derek Mencken will get credit for the tackle.
And we'll give him maybe half a yard on that gain, Carroll.
Still 2nd and 5. I don't count halves. And the handoff on a sweep, a power sweep, and picking up about 9 yards, Seth Eiton. And he is literally tripped up as he's hit at the ankles and flies forward for an additional 3 yards. It'll be spotted on the 41-yard line. The Vikings straight out of the huddle and ready to go. The Eagles, a little bit of their own medicine in the hurry up. Eiton. Hilfiger hands off to Peyton Eiton. Eiton cuts it off the far side and picks up about 5. Stays in bounds, so the clock continues to run. We're just underway here. There is no score. It is our first game of the season. And you got Holtville and Southwest, the Eagles, and the Vikings. And the Vikings on their first possession. Now there's timeout on the field. With no score, we'll take a timeout as well.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. You call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Well, we want to remind you the Central Union High School District Board of Trustees and Administration welcomes back to school. And, of course, we're talking Southwest, Central Union, Desert Oasis, Phoenix Rising High, and Central Union Adult School. There is so much more to the Central Union High School District, and so much more than just football.
AM 1230, KXO El Centro.
Got to hear from the Portland contingent there, John. It has been very warm in Portland this year, but Sarah, growing up in the Imperial Valley, has no trouble handling that. Besides, they have air conditioning.
I want to mention that Peyton Eiton is the senior brother. His younger brother Seth is a sophomore. So far, they've had all of the carries.
Hilfiger takes the snap. Hands off. It's the power sweep again, and it is Seth Eiton at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Holtville Vikings. Seth Eiton on that power sweep had the wall and then had the speed, just outran the Eagles downfield for the score. So Seth Eiton gets things started with the touchdown. Seth is a sophomore.
And that play was set up, Carroll. They'd been running sweeps with his brother to the right, and they faked the handoff, and then Seth took the pitch coming back around the other end, and good wall of blockers.
Peyton Eiton took the pitch for the 2-point conversion and got it in. So, right now, we've got 3:48 to play in the first quarter. The score, Holtville 8, Southwest nothing.
The original Town Pump has relocated in Brawley at Brownies Diner, offering you the same great steaks and more. Open every day except Monday with patio dining, with breakfast and lunch served from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., dinner from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., and open Sunday 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now with indoor dining. For delicious home-style cooking at its best, now there's one location that has it all. Brownies Diner in Brawley.
And our score here. Again. And we're waiting. Okay, the officials say, let's play. And a high kick was fielded at the 10, out to the 15, to the 20, the 25, and spun down. And a flag comes in after the tackle. A good tackle downfield by Zephan Duarte. And let's sort this out. John Seaman says it's against Holtville. And let's see. Okay, horse collar. That's what the call is. You can't do that. So, add 15 to what was a good return already. Spot the ball on the 39-yard line of the Eagles, and they will put it in play. Logan Youngers, the sophomore, brings them out. And Youngers from the pistol, hands off to McDonough. McDonough cuts it to the outside across the 50 to the 45 and down to about the 42-yard line.
There is a flag backfield, though, Carroll, back on the other side of the 40-yard line, so we'll see what the call is here.
And procedure. And so that game will come back. The good run by McDonough for naught.
So, Carroll, you want to explain why they did not blow the play dead? Because usually if there's a false start, then they blow the play dead. Why was that allowed to continue?
It was probably motion from one of the backs. And I did not see. I was watching McDonough. You can only have one person in motion at a time. And you cannot be making progress towards the line of scrimmage. You can run parallel, or you can run away from the line.
And I believe that was the call, Carroll. He turned upfield just a split hair too soon.
From the spread, Dumping it off is Youngers. McDonough's got the pass on a little screen out in the flat, and he'll pick up about 13 yards and make it, is it 2nd and 2?
Yeah, they had the 5-yard penalty there for the motion, so that was a nice pickup. 13 yards, as you called it.
Little screen, what they call a bubble screen, off to the left. And handoff goes right up the middle, and no gain. Well, yeah, there is a gain. There's a first down and an additional 5 yards.
Yeah, we have a timeout on the field, Carroll.
We'll take a timeout. We have 2:33 to play in the first quarter. It is Holtville 8, Southwest nothing.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at the Broken Yolk Café. Once again, voted best breakfast in Imperial Valley by you, our customer. Thank you. Now remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food, still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Café and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Café on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
And the Eagles with a big gain. And let's see what's going on, because John Seaman is talking to the Eagles sidelines.
Yeah, I think they're having some trouble with the scoreboard. Yeah, it's not operating properly. I know the one over at Centro was having trouble today, too. And actually, Gino Martin, the head referee for the JV game over at Central, had to keep the time and everything else on the field as the scoreboard was not working, and I think we have a problem here Southwest as well.
Okay, and well, one of the officials on the field does keep a clock, and that is the official clock. Anyway, John Seaman talking to Ruben Valenzuela, the AD at Southwest. They're working to get that settled. But John, what happened on the big play? They gained about 30 yards?
Well, it certainly appears that the Southwest offense is going to call upon the senior Esteban McDonough, as he was able to break through the line of scrimmage, and Holtville had shifted to the strong side of the field, which the play was back to the weak side between the hash mark and this sideline. And so McDonough had a lot of free space, and he ran downfield. Nice open field tackle to keep him from scoring.
And they're working out the issues with the clock, and again, the official time is kept on the field. At least it's supposed to be. And we're set to play. It is 1st and 10. Eagles from the Holtville 17. And right up the middle is Nathan Rodriguez. And Rodriguez will pick up 2. Youngers looks over to the sideline, gets the play signaled in. Rodriguez standing right next to Youngers in the backfield. Youngers back to pass, has some time, rolls out to his left, looking, gets away from one, turns it upfield, has the first down, and goes out of bounds at about the 5. It'll be 1st and goal for the Eagles from the 5. So Youngers with some good moves. Pocket broke down, and he was able to scramble and make something out of it. Youngers again back to pass, looking in the end zone, fires deep down and incomplete over the outstretched arms of the intended receiver, Nate Smith. John, I got to ask you, who's this tall dude standing out here outside our booth, John.
Yeah, that's Pablo. That's my grandson. He's been here, ready and eager to help.
Okay. He's grown.
Yeah, you didn't recognize him, did you?
I didn't. Okay, 2nd and goal. Youngers again from the shotgun. Hand off to McDonough. McDonough picks his way down to about the 2-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 2.
Right now, Carroll, Youngers is 3 for 5, but he's having as much time as he wants to pick out a receiver. And when he doesn't find one, he was able to run that nice 11-yard first down pickup.
Okay, 2nd quarter score, Mater Dei 21, Brawley 7.
No surprise there.
As I said, Mater Dei, I think, is rated number 9 in the whole San Diego section. And there are some pretty powerful teams in that section, John.
Yeah, including Cathedral Catholic, who's rated number 5 in the state. Now, as we look here, you would assume, Carroll, as Madonna comes off the field, that Southwest would bring in their jumbo linemen as we have the end of the first quarter.
Okay. And that's the end of the first quarter. At the end of one quarter of play, it is Holtville 8, Southwest ready to move in.
Awarded to kids 15 and under and adults. Fun event of the year and an opportunity for you and the family to enjoy the great outdoors. You must have a fishing license and register every day at the CB stop. Largest fish wins over length of the tournament. Get details at the CB stop, 1498 East Cole Boulevard in Calexico. Call 760-890-5174.
Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus for the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
High school football, we're live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, and live on YouTube all over the globe. It is 3rd and goal from the 2. The Southwest Eagles looking to score. The Vikings scored on their first possession. The Eagles have been able to move the ball smartly here in their second possession of the evening, and they were aided somewhat, a good return on the kickoff, but a 15-yard penalty tacked on to that good return and gave them good starting field position from the power I formation. It's one of the big guys gets the football and rolls into the end zone, and that would have been Seneca Haynes, who rumbled into the end zone, and Seneca's no little guy. It was... Okay, is that the refrigerator Perry play, John?
Sure looked like it, Carroll, as they just loaded everybody up to the left side and gave it to Haynes, and he carried the ones that couldn't tackle him into the end zone.
Seneca Haynes is listed at 6'1", 280. Get your arms around that and try and bring him down. The point after attempt coming up, and with the attempt will be
it's
it'll be AJ.
Yeah, it's another player, Carroll, that we really don't have him on our roster. We did not get him. I was told before the game that they call him, he goes by AJ.
Kick is up. The kick is good. Our score with 11:54 to play in the first half is Holtville 8 and Southwest 7.
The original Town Pump has relocated in Brawley at Brownies Diner, offering you the same great steaks and more. Open every day except Monday with patio dining, with breakfast and lunch served from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., dinner from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., and open Sunday 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now with indoor dining. For delicious home-style cooking at its best, now there's one location that has it all. Brownies Diner in Brawley.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Well, we're set for another kickoff. The Eagles will kick, and AJ will be doing the kicking. The Vikings deep to receive. And I think we're about ready to get this started. And a high spinning kick that'll bounce and then go out of bounds. So the Vikings, I believe, will take it on their 35.
Yes, we know, Carroll, there's 3 options. Make them kick it again 5 yards back, take it where it goes out of bounds, or take it on the 35. Now, Holtville's moving up as if they want to re-kick. So it looks like they're going to exercise that option, move the Eagles back, make them kick off now from the 35-yard line.
Let's see if the officials, they're teeing it up on the 40.
They have not moved them back yet, so perhaps that was a mulligan. They get to do it again.
Okay. At the end of the first quarter, no score, Palo Verde and Calexico. And this one's heading in the same direction, only it will make it into the end zone for a touchback. So Holtville will have the ball, 1st and 10, on their own 20-yard line, following the touchback. The high school football on AM 1230 KXO. And on the YouTube channel, you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel? Go ahead, it's free. The Vikings, high snap, but he brings it down, hands it off to Seth Eiton. Seth Eiton takes it outside, then cuts it across the grain, across the middle, picks up 12 yards, and the first down. Seth Eiton with a 12-yard rumble.
Yeah, his older brother's going to have some talk with him tonight later on because he's getting the majority of the carries, which obviously being very successful with Southwest Keene on the older Eiton.
Well, the handoff this time, trying to go off right tackle, Peyton Eiton, and he gets a yard. Well, if I'm the older brother, if I'm Peyton, hey, I taught Seth everything he knows. That's why he can do that, John.
And this time it was the older Eiton that ran the football, Peyton. And as we said, Southwest Keene on him, picked up a yard.
From the pistol, handoff, it is Eiton, Peyton Eiton, and he is hit, struggles forward, and will pick up about 4 yards. Now a flag comes in way late, and a second flag way after the play is done. And that's typically something somebody said something or somebody did something.
Usually that's along the unsportsmanlike conduct line. We'll wait and see. And Carroll will have to apologize to our kicker's family known as AJ. So far, we have not been able to identify his last name. So we'll just keep calling him AJ the kicker, which is what he is, putting that ball in the end zone. That's a valuable weapon if your kicker can put the ball in the end zone, make the other team start in the 20-yard line.
Okay, the officials have been discussing the transgressions, and we will have personal foul, 2 of them against Holtville. So
he pointed to Holtville, but now they're going to mark it off. Okay, there we go. had me confused because he started to mark it off against Southwest.
Okay, it's the first game of the year for the officials as well. We cut them some slack.
And this could be a 30-yard penalty, Carroll, because they can dead ball foul, add them up, and we'll just have to wait and see. He's going to walk back 30 yards.
He just wore out a pair of Nikes, marching the ball all the way back inside the 10. They will spot it on the 6-yard line. 2 15-yard penalties.
And they were dead ball, Carroll, so that means it will be now 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and 10, 20, 30, 40 yards. So, Coach, what kind of play you got for a 3rd and 40?
Well, if they have one, we're going to see it right here, but I'm going to assume they're probably going to do something more conservative. And
I toss the screen.
It'd be a safe guess to say they're going to get the ball to Eiton.
And on a little bit of a reverse, and Eiton to Eiton, get some running room out to the 15 anyway. So they'll spot it on the 15. He must get to the 42 for a first down.
So can I say, Carroll, this may be a kicking situation?
I think it might be a kicking situation. And let's see what kind of a toe we got here. Gonna have to get, if I'm the Eagles, I'm only going to drop somebody back about 20 yards. You got to show me you can kick. And again, timeout on the field. Holtville takes the timeout. 9:44 to play in the first half. It is Holtville 8 and Southwest 7.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with a drive-through car wash. And now McNeece Mart has upgraded their car wash. It's state-of-the-art with 3 different washes to choose from the $7 Express wash to the $9 Deluxe wash to the gallons of fuel and get $1 off your car wash and get the punch card. Pay for 5 washes, get the 6th one free. Yes, McNeece Mart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood Road and East Main Street in El Centro.
Well, the Central Union High School District Board of Trustees and Administration says, welcome back to school. And don't forget, back to school night for all schools, 6:30 on August 25th. And September 23rd, it's a community input meeting for the Aquatic Center at Southwest High School. So all sorts of things coming up. It's Bryce Buscaglia to do the punting. He is a sophomore. And let's see what kind of toe he's got. Let's see what kind of pressure the Eagles give him. No pressure. Gets away a low kick, but it'll bounce at the 40. And then is picked up on a bounce and dropped almost immediately. So the Eagles will take over 1st and 10 with extremely good field position on the Vikings 42-yard line.
You are listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com.
And it's 1st and 10. Logan Youngers brings them out.
Southwest been getting better field position, each change of possession. This time all the way down Holtville territory they start.
Youngers fakes the handoff, fires downfield over the middle. It is complete. And a 15-yard pickup. And the tackle made immediately. The catch was Wilson Lillen. And no waste of time here. And running right up the middle is McDonough. He drops the ball, but he falls on it. But the Vikings say they have it. And guess what? Those guys in the striped shirts agree.
Yeah, first turnover of the football game, which means for the season here is McDonough on the hurry up. Didn't really get a clean handoff from the quarterback. Took a good hit, helmet right on the ball. It popped out, and I did not catch the number. Carroll, did you see the?
No, I didn't. There was a big pile.
and it was about 3 or 4 Vikings, so they'll call that a team football recovery.
And it is 1st and 10 Holtville. They'll put it in play on their own 21-yard line. Everybody in tight right now. Hilfiger will hand off, and with the ball is Luis Garcia, the junior. And does he turn the ball over? Well, the Eagles have it, and they say it's their ball. And, well, again, the officials agree. So,
Isaac Tabarez was the man that recovered that football. Oh, Manti Cervantes. I'm sorry, they do have 2 players listed with that same number. But Manti Cervantes, we already called his name as the punter. He does play linebacker as well, and he's the one that got the football on the change of possessions.
Okay. Spotted on the 15. Youngers sidearms it down into the end zone, and it is caught as he took it away from the defender. It was a jump ball, and William Lillen came down with it for the score.
That will give Southwest the first lead of the year and of this game tonight, as now we'll see as we get ready for the point after.
The jump ball, and Lillen came down with it. And after it was back-to-back turnovers, the Eagles capitalized. We will try the point after attempt. Snap is back, and the kick is blocked. So we have 8:19 to play in the first half. It is Southwest 13 and Holtville 8.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at the Broken Yolk Café. Once again, voted best breakfast in Imperial Valley by you, our customer. Thank you. Now remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food, still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Café and join the club, or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Café on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus for the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
And the Eagles set to kick off after that short touchdown drive, 15-yard touchdown drive. Kick is away, and it's another good kick, and it'll be fielded at the 15, out to the 20, looking for a block across the 25, the 30, out to the 35-yard line. On the return was Zephan Duarte, and made a good return. Patient waited for some blocks. Mater Dei 27, Brawley 14. That's a second quarter score. And as we pointed out, a good test for the Wildcats against a very, very good team. 1st and 10, Eagles. I'm sorry, 1st and 10, Vikings. And on the fake handoff, the keeper, and crossing the 50-yard line, and then hit way late out of bounds on the hit, Spencer Hilfiger. And I can't believe there wasn't a flag on that, John.
We do have a flag back here. It's against Southwest, so that play is going to stand.
But that was...
Yeah, there wasn't much doubt on that one. He was running out of bounds about 7-8 steps, and the player came in and just laid his shoulder into him.
So it is 1st and 10, Vikings. The handoff. It is Eiton. Takes it outside Eiton picks up about 6 out to the 39-yard line. That was Seth Eiton.
Yeah, nice pickup of 7 yards by the younger sophomore Eiton.
And it'll bring up 2nd and 3. Has Holtville thrown a pass, John?
No, they have not.
From the pistol. Handoff, it is Eiton. This one's Peyton Eiton. And Eiton with a dropped with a good open field tackle by Willem Lillen. But not till he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and 10, Vikings on the Eagle 33-yard line.
And, of course, many of these players for both teams go both ways because that was William Lillen that just made the touchdown catch a few moments ago.
Vikings break the huddle. Austin Trevino, Alan Marquez, and Jeffrey Martin, along with Alex Roldan and Cade Damerel on the front line. And again, it is Eiton. And again, it is Seth Eiton. And Seth Eiton picks up 6, 2nd and 4. You got a running back that's going to get you 5, 6, 7 yards every carry, John. You got a keeper.
Absolutely, and especially when his brother's going to do the same for you.
So Seth takes a breather on the sideline. He's replaced by Zephan Duarte. High snap. Hilfiger brings it down, hands it off to Duarte. Duarte spins and picks up maybe a yard or two. Has somewhat of an upright running style, John.
Yeah, that's Duarte's first carry of the evening.
He picks up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 3. Duarte remains in the backfield right next to Hilfiger. Now he drops back. And the Eagles jump. So the Vikings will get the first down free. No charge. Won't even charge you 10 cents for the bag, John.
That is now Southwest giving the Vikings their 6th first down. That category is even as Southwest has been able to pick up 6 first downs so far.
We've got about 4 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the first half. Our score, 13-8. Southwest leads. It is Eiton looking for a hole, finds a bit of one, and squeezes through down to the 15. Pickup of 6 as Peyton Eiton. Okay, you got Seth and Peyton. Is there a Eli or an Archie around too?
That part I do not know.
Okay. That would be the Manning family.
Yes, you would think that there possibly could be.
2nd and 4. Just inside the 15. Back to pass, looking into the end zone, got a man wide open, and he caught it. Touchdown. The catch in the end zone for the score.
For the Vikings, let's give that to Mason Totem. He's a senior, first action of the game, but he does play on the defense as well as the offense. And he was wide open, which you would kind of expect since Holtville had not even attempted a pass, let alone look like they were in any kind of passing formation.
So the Vikings will go for 2. Hilfiger pitches back, and it is Eiton, and Eiton skates into the end zone. There was a big block down there. And you got to give credit to Alexis Roldan because he just rolled over the outside coverage. The Vikings had 2, 3:51 to play in the first half. It is Holtville 16, Southwest 13.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at the Broken Yolk Café. Once again, voted best breakfast in Imperial Valley by you, our customer. Thank you. Now remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food, still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Well, the Holtville Vikings certainly taking care of business tonight as they have come out and showed a stellar running game and then cap off a scoring drive with a pass. High kick, fielded at the 15. McDonough out to the 20, 25, across the 30 to the 35, and then pushed out of bounds. And the ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Okay, make it the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Eagles, no huddle. Spread formation. That's the way they play the game. The Vikings, John, run. Whoops, hey, we just tossed a touchdown pass.
Southwest much more balanced. So they've already attempted 7 passes.
1st and 10, snap back. Youngers flings it off to the side, and it's caught for a yard loss.
And one of the few times you'll see a completed pass go behind the line of scrimmage where the player actually slipped down.
Nate Smith with the catch. 2nd and 11. William Lillen wide on the left side. Smith wide on the right side. Youngers from the pistol. Looking, fires again, and it's caught. And it is caught by Nate Smith. But again, as soon as he catches it, he goes down, picks up 5. That'll make it 3rd and 6. Spots the ball on the 37-yard line. The Vikings and the Eagles tonight from Southwest High School in El Centro. Youngers. A little bit of a head fake, then fires downfield, and it goes incomplete, intended for Nate Smith. And that'll bring up 4th and 6. Again, a punting situation.
We do have a clock stoppage here now. I'm not sure why. I do not see a flag.
Incomplete pass.
Right, but I don't see a flag on the play as the referee now is coming over to the sidelines. So I'm not sure if there's a flag somewhere that we did not catch. But whatever, the officials will figure it out. Yeah, on the pass incompletion, obviously the clock stopped, but then there was a
play stoppage.
Right, where the official now is talking to Coach John Hines on about the 35-yard line, surrounded by about 7 or 8 other Eagle players. And it looks like he's explaining something which you would think is an option that you have for a penalty. But I still do not see a flag anywhere. And now we're coming out. Do we have our punter, Manti Cervantes, on the field?
Well, we're going to explain exactly what we talked to the Southwest coaches about. We're going to talk to the Holtville coaches, so everybody's on the same page. Everybody understands.
And Manti Cervantes is dropping back to kick on this 4th and about 7.
And updating some scores. Calexico, Palo Verde, no score. Mater Dei 27, Brawley 14. Second quarter score there. Our score here, the important one, is 16-13. Holtville leads Southwest with 2:14 to play in the first half.
As we look across the way, Carroll, good contingent of Holtville Vikings supporters. They have the stands up. mostly full over there.
Well, they travel well. I mean, it's a long way, John.
Yeah, but actually, Holtville does. They traveled when
they do.
Down to Calexico, even all the way to Palo Verde or to Mountain Empire, as we need another player on the field, and now he's coming to join the party.
You know, we could be enjoying halftime music if it weren't for all the delays, John.
Well, now we have another player coming out. So let's see if Southwest, we're going to have a timeout. That player's running here or there, and the ball snaps, so Southwest takes a timeout.
We'll take that timeout as well, and I apologize for the confusion. You know, it's confusion on the field.
The CB Stop in Calexico is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches.
The CB Stop in Calexico is having their catfish tournament this Friday through Sunday, and the event is completely free. Prizes will be awarded to kids 15 and under and adults. It's the fun event of the year and an opportunity for you and the family to enjoy the great outdoors. You must have a fishing license and register every day at the CB Stop. Largest fish wins over length of the tournament. Get details at the CB Stop, 1498 East Cole Boulevard in Calexico. Call 760-890-5174.
And the kick is away finally, and we'll just let it bounce and roll, and it'll be downed at the 20-yard line, and that's where Holtville will put it in play, 1st and 10 on the 20. So, I think we're ready to play, John. I think.
Both the offense for the Vikings and the defense for the Eagles are out on the field now. So, yes, we're going to get the rest of the second quarter in. I think that Holtville has at least one timeout left, but I could be mistaken on that. But obviously, since they've been a run-heavy with only one pass, you wouldn't think they have any kind of 2-minute passing drill, but we'll find out if they do.
And, well, they're taking more time than they normally would, and
well, maybe they're drawing the play up down there in the dirt. At the Holtville on the field, so they've returned back to the sidelines. I'm not player that some assistance getting on the field, but looks like they're ready to go. Although the officials are still conferring over the ball, so they don't have the football as they should be. I think they may be just about getting time.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with a drive-through car wash. And now, McNeece Mart has upgraded their car wash. It's state-of-the-art with 3 different washes to choose from the $7 Express wash to the $9 Deluxe wash to the best of the best $12 Premium wash. Also, purchase 8 gallons of fuel and get $1 off your car wash. And get the punch card. Pay for 5 washes, get the 6th one free. Yes, McNeece Mart, your one-stop convenience store.
Peyton turns it upfield across the 30, the 40, breaks a tackle. Got an open field if he can outrun everybody, and he looks like he will as Peyton Knighton scampers into the end zone.
And now we have penalty way back right now, just thrown on the 35-yard line. Carroll, I'm thinking they're going to bring this back because of a crackback block. There was one player that was moving in to try to see if he could make a tackle, and he got blocked. In the old days, you would call it a legal block, but not anymore. There's an emphasis on that. The only problem that Holtville has with that is apparently way after the player was in the end zone and running to his sidelines to celebrate, then the flag came thrown in, and there's the call right there. So whether or not the call was accurate from Holtville's standpoint, it certainly wasn't prudent. It came in, the flag's on the 35-yard line, that's fine if that's where the infraction took place, but why do you wait till the player's out of the end zone running to his sidelines and then throw the flag? Now, maybe it got stuck, the official couldn't pull it out or whatever, but that's what we have. So after all of that, it's going to be Holtville ball on the 15-yard line, negated an 82-yard run by Eiton.
Okay, spot it right on the midfield stripe. And Peyton Knighton lines up right next to Spencer Hilfiger. And this time it is Seth Eiton. And Seth Eiton turns it into the middle and is knocked down. He'll pick up 5 in the process. And on the tackle, Seneca Haynes.
And we've called that young man, as he was one of the ball carriers that bullied the ball in the end zone, as we have another timeout on the field.
With timeout on the field, we've got 1:25 to play. Holtville 16 and Southwest 13.
Nice is a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality to customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body, thank you for making the #1 with CarWise.com.
Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley, your catering specialist, has made some adjustments due to COVID-19. They have been offering carry-out with daily specials Monday through Friday. Monday it's barbacoa with rice and beans. Tuesday is tri-tip and boneless barbecue chicken. Wednesday, your choice of meatloaf or chicken fried steak. Thursday, it's Mario's choice. And Friday, it's steak and shrimp. To order your plate, call Hacienda Snack Bar, 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542. Open Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. and serving lunch specials 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And it's high school football. We're live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. And it's been, okay, the officials are gathered again discussing it. Okay, it's the first game of the year for the officials as well. Yeah, cut them some slack on that. But, we should have been into the third quarter by now. Hilfiger takes the snap, looks downfield, fires, and it is incomplete. The pass thrown downfield goes incomplete.
And Carroll, on that crackback block, the emphasis is put on that this year. They always emphasize something, and that's what they're trying to emphasize for safety. Means what they want the offending player to do is not actually put any force into the block, just kind of stand there and more like shield him.
And the ball carrier is Luis Garcia. Garcia picks up a couple of yards. And that'll bring us.
Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO El Centro.
On AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, and on our KXO YouTube channel. It is 4th down and a long 3. Vikings with Spencer Hilfiger out of the pistol. Pitches back, and it is Peyton Knighton. Peyton Knighton picks his ways across the 30, the 20, the 10, 5, and gets into the end zone. He got in, but the official said he didn't.
They're going to put this ball, Carroll, on it looks like the 1-inch line. It's
Peyton
inside.
Can't catch a break today. He was in. The ball crossed the plane of the goal line, but I've got a better vantage point than the official.
Well,
Okay.
let's see if there's time, Carroll, to get this ball in the end zone. Now, he was pushed out of bounds, so the clock stopped.
Well, there's 45 seconds, John, and the ball is at the 1-yard line. So I would look for one of the Eiton boys to carry the pigskin, John.
Yeah, well, Spencer Hilfiger is a big young man out there, but now we're going to have a penalty as...
Delay of game.
No, illegal substitution because Southwest had 12 players on the field, so they were going to stop them no matter what on that play.
Okay, well, move it a half yard.
But I would think that Spencer Hilfiger could just take this ball off the center, take it off the tee, and just muscle his way in. He's a big boy. He's got to weigh over 200 pounds.
They have taken no snaps under center, John. Everything's from the shotgun or the pistol. And it is a handoff, and it is Peyton Knighton into the end zone. Finally, Peyton Knighton gets his due and gets the points. We've got 44 seconds to play in the first half. And Peyton Knighton with a half-yard run. I said earlier I don't count half yards. It was a full yard. And, yes, the Vikings will go for 2. Is that reminiscent of Bloomington, John?
Absolutely.
And that is blown dead before it gets underway.
That was one of those trick snaps, not to the quarterback, but to the up back. And it looked like it worked perfectly, fooled everybody. And the referees called it motion. And the Holtville coaches want to know where the infraction is. It actually might be one of those times, Carroll, where the play not only fooled the defense, it also fooled the officials.
So it'll be a 2-point conversion from the 7-yard line.
And the same play, 29's got it, but this time they're going to stop him since they'd seen it right before. That's Daniel Ledesma. And worked the first time, didn't work the second.
44 seconds to play in the first half. Holtville 22 and Southwest has 13.
The original Town Pump has relocated in Brawley at Brownies Diner, offering you the same great steaks and more. Open every day except Monday with patio dining, with breakfast and lunch served from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., dinner from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., and open Sunday 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now with indoor dining. For delicious home-style cooking at its best, now there's one location that has it all. Brownies Diner in Brawley.
The Central Union High School District Board of Trustees and Administration welcomes back to school 2021-2022 school year. And they're so happy to see students and teachers on campus learning. The Vikings will kick off, and it's a pretty good kickoff that is fielded, missed at the 15, picked up at the 5, and looking for some running room, but there is nothing, nowhere to go. Eagles will put it in play. 10.
Yeah, the backman, Carroll, just had a hard time picking the ball up as oblong, weird football shape hops, and then it kind of smacked against him and reached down to pick it up as he's trying to look upfield and took his eye off the ball, so he had to reach down a second time. And by then, all the Holtville Viking people were in on top of him and no place to go. So let's see if Southwest does something here. They're in their spread formation as always.
1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Youngers looking downfield, slings it sidearm, and it is caught by McDonough, and then he is spun down. He'll pick up a yard. And that's it.
We sure heard a lot from Esteban McDonough at the start of the game, but we haven't heard much of him this second quarter. There's his first action, as he actually has a reception for no yards.
2nd and 10. Youngers drops back, looking, chased, and then dumps it off, and it is almost picked off. Coverage downfield and almost picked off by Luis Garcia, the junior safety. That's the end of the first half. At the end of one half of football, it is Holtville 22, Southwest 13.
Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus for the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at the Broken Yolk Café. Once again, voted best breakfast in Imperial Valley by you, our customer. Thank you. Now remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food, still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Café and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Café on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Hacienda Snack Bar has been around for a long time, serving breakfast to lunch Monday through Friday, serving your favorite breakfast burritos to the Hacienda Burger. And when it comes to catering, they do it right with good hot food. They can put a meal together to fit your budget for any size party, big or small. Stop by Hacienda Snack Bar at 941 K Street in Brawley. Talk to Mario and let him cater your next event, or call 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542.
And taking a look at scores, our score here at Southwest High School, the Holtville Vikings 22, Southwest Eagles 13. At the half, Mater Dei leads Brawley 27-14. At the half, or maybe it's the fourth inning, I'm not sure. It is Palo Verde leading Calexico 2-0 at the half. So we'll just kind of keep an eye on that one for you. Last score we had, Central and Mount Carmel, no score is what we had. We haven't had an update on that one in a while. So we'll let you know what's going on there. John Driffill is working on some first half numbers, and the first half numbers should be rather interesting as, well, there was a lot of scoring, actually. Holtville started the scoring off with a 73-yard drive, 4 plays, and they scored on the 53-yard run by Eiton, and in that one, it was Seth Eiton, the and the 2-point conversion was good, a run by Peyton Eiton. So that made it 8-0 with Holtville in the lead. Then Southwest came back, went 61 yards, and a 2-yard run by Seneca Haynes, 280-pound fullback, took it in for the score. The point after attempt, kick from placement was good. That made it 8-7. And Southwest jumped out to a 13-8 lead on a 1-yard scoring drive, 15-yard pass to Lillan, and unable to convert the extra point. Holtville came back, made it 16-13 when they went 64 yards. And that was a pass that, the first pass that was thrown by Spencer Hilfiger, and it was completed for the score. And Holtville jumped out 16-13, and by the time it was done, at the end of the first half, 22-13, Holtville leading Southwest.
The CB Stop in Calexico is having their catfish tournament this Friday through Sunday, and the event is completely free. Prizes will be awarded to kids 15 and under and adults. It's the fun event of the year and an opportunity for you and the family to enjoy the great outdoors. You must have a fishing license and register every day at the CB Stop. Largest fish wins over length of the tournament. Get details at the CB Stop, 1498 East Cole Boulevard in Calexico. Call 760-890-5174.
Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus for the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
Hacienda Snack Bar has been around for a long time, serving breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday. Serving your favorite breakfast burritos to the Hacienda Burger. And when it comes to catering, they do it right with good hot food. They can put a meal together to fit your budget for any size party, big or small. Stop by Hacienda Snack Bar at 941 K Street in Brawley. Talk to Mario and let him cater your next event, or call 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with a drive-through car wash. And now McNeece Mart has upgraded their car wash. It's state-of-the-art with 3 different washes to choose from the $7 Express wash to the $9 Deluxe wash to the best of the best $12 Premium wash. Also, purchase 8 gallons of fuel and get $1 off your car wash. And get the punch card. Pay for 5 washes, get the 6th one free. Yes, McNeece Mart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood Road and East Main Street in El Centro.
Okay, we are at the half, and, Bandmeister Patrick Yanni has the Southwest Eagle Marching Band out there. It may be small in numbers early in the year, but we know it's going to bulk up and be good before we're through. John Driffill, what kind of numbers do you have?
Yeah, very interesting numbers. Holtville came in here, the smaller of the 2 schools, much smaller on the line, but right now bigger on the scoreboard. Let's take a look at the stats overall. Southwest ran the ball 12 times for 90 yards. Youngers 8 for 12 in the first half for 65 yards, giving Southwest 155 total yards. Southwest had 6 first downs. They did have 1 fumble for a turnover. On the other side, Holtville ran the ball 19 times for 204 yards. 1 for 2 on the evening was the quarterback for the Holtville Vikings, Spencer Hilfiger, the senior. That one was for 15 yards, giving Holtville 219 total yards, 9 first downs. Holtville also had 1 fumble that was turned over as their only turnover. We'll come back and talk about the individual stats after this.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
The original Town Pump has relocated in Brawley at Brownies Diner, offering you the same great steaks and more. Open every day except Monday with patio dining, with breakfast and lunch served from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., dinner from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., and open Sunday 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now with indoor dining. For delicious home-style cooking at its best, now there's one location that has it all. Brownies Diner in Brawley.
The Central Union High School District Board of Trustees and Administration welcomes back to school all students and families from Southwest, Central Union, Desert Oasis, Phoenix Rising High, and Central Union Adult School. We welcome back all the students and families and teachers and, the dedicated staff. They're looking forward to back-to-school night for all schools, 6:30 p.m., August 25th.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at the Broken Yolk Café. Once again, voted best breakfast in Imperial Valley by you, our customer. Thank you. Now remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food, still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
We mentioned that Southwest has picked up 155 yards tonight, 90 on the ground, 65 through the air, and this is how they did that individually. Rushing the football was the quarterback, Logan Youngers, 2 carries for 12 yards. Also getting a carry for the Eagles was William Leon. He had 1 carry for 15 yards. Getting a carry also was, getting 4 carries in the first half was number 20, Nathan Rodriguez, picking up 13 yards in those 4 carries. Esteban McDonough in the early going ran the ball 4 times for 49 yards. And getting 1 carry for a 2-yard touchdown was the big jumbo defensive lineman that they put in to run the football, Seneca Hines, and he picked up the 2 yards that was necessary for that touchdown. Receiving, we have 3 different receivers catching the ball for the Eagles in the first half. First, Nate Smith had 4 catches for 22 yards. Esteban McDonough not only ran the ball 4 times, but he had 3 catches for 28 yards. And also getting 1 reception for 15 yards and a touchdown for the Eagles was number 13. And they have several number 13s. So I'm not sure which one to give that to, but I believe it was William Liam. So we'll give it to William Liam on the touchdown of 15 yards. We'll be back to take a look at what the Vikings have done after this.
The CB Stop in Calexico is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Hacienda Snack Bar has been around for a long time, serving breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday, serving your favorite breakfast burritos to the Hacienda Burger. And when it comes to catering, they do it right with good hot food. They can put a meal together to fit your budget for any size party, big or small. Stop by Hacienda Snack Bar at 941 K Street in Brawley. Talk to Mario and let him cater your next event, or call 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with a drive-through car wash. And now McNeece Mart has upgraded their car wash. It's state-of-the-art with 3 different washes to choose from the $7 Express wash to the $9 Deluxe wash to the best of the best $12 Premium wash. Also, purchase 8 gallons of fuel and get $1 off your car wash. And get the punch card. Pay for 5 washes, get the 6th one free. Yes, McNeece Mart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood Road and East Main Street in El Centro.
Welcome back to Southwest Football Field. We're at the half. The Holtville Vikings visiting the Eagles lead 22-13. We mentioned Southwest has 155 total yards. Holtville has picked up 219 total yards, 19 of those on the ground for 204 yards, and that was spread out among 5 different ball carriers. On the night, Seven Duarte has 1 carry for 1 yard. The quarterback, Spencer Hilfiger, has 1 carry for 18 yards. And then we get to the Item brothers. Peyton Item has 10 carries for 100 yards and 1 TD. And his younger brother, Seth Item, has 6 carries for 82 yards and 1 TD. So you don't have to be a math major. That's 182 yards in the first half and 2 touchdowns for the Items. And let's not forget, Carroll, they already erased 50 yards of 1 touchdown on a crackback block. So it could have been even more yards for the Item family. And the final carry was Luis Garcia had 1 carry for 2 yards. On the evening in the first half, Spencer Hilfiger was 1 for 2, but that one was a big 15-yard touchdown pass, and that pass was completed to Mason Totem, the senior who plays defensive end. He came in and played tight end, made the 15-yard touchdown catch. We'll be back with more after this.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at the Broken Yolk Café. Once again, voted best breakfast in Imperial Valley by you, our customer. Thank you. Now remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food, still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Café and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Café on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus for the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
The CB Stop in Calexico is having their catfish tournament this Friday through Sunday, and the event is completely free. Prizes will be awarded to kids 15 and under and adults. It's the fun event of the year and an opportunity for you and the family to enjoy the great outdoors. You must have a fishing license and register every day at the CB Stop. Largest fish wins over length of the tournament. Get details at the CB Stop, 1498 East Cole Boulevard in Calexico. Call 760-890-5174.
The original Town Pump has relocated in Brawley at Brownies Diner, offering you the same great steaks and more. Open every day except Monday with patio dining, with breakfast and lunch served from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., dinner from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., and open Sunday 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now with indoor dining. For delicious home-style cooking at its best, now there's one location that has it all. Brownies Diner in Brawley.
We are getting set for the second half of action. At the half, our score, Holtville 22, Southwest 13. Other scores around the valley, well, it's Palo Verde 2, Calexico nothing. That at the half.
Some more the clock and the ground. One thing they do need to try to take care of is the penalties. They've been set back several times, both on offense and defense. Southwest has been playing error-free football.
Okay, everybody's ready. We're going to get a second half underway here. AJ will put the ball in the air, and so far he's had a pretty good evening.
Yeah, he has put one in the end zone already for a touchback, although Holtville didn't believe that. They're both of their their deep backs are up on the 13-yard line.
So we'll, okay, now we're ready. And it's a high kick, picked up at the 10, out to the 15, the 20, and getting some room across the 30, the 40, out across the 45 to the 49-yard line. A great return there by Zephan Duarte. So Duarte with a big return.
And that sets Holtville up in excellent field position. Actually, now they've even given them another half a yard, Carroll. They put the ball right at midfield.
So it is 1st and 10 from the midfield stripe.
Same backfield for the Vikings that they started with.
And this time, hit in the backfield is Hilfiger. That's the first time he's really had pressure, John.
Yeah, that was the quick handoff as they were doing the end around that had been so successful in the first half. And this time, Eitan was tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. And which Eitan? This was the younger Eitan, the sophomore Seth.
Loss of 4, 2nd and 14. So we've already seen an adjustment by the Eagles defense, John. And on the sweep, it is Eitan, and it is Eitan struggling across the 50 to the 45-yard line as he picks up 9.
Perhaps we can say blocking does have a big difference. That time, same item, same play, and instead of being tackled for 4-yard loss, he was able to pick up a positive 9 yards, which now gives him 3rd and 5.
Spotted right on the 45. Hilfiger has Peyton Eiton behind him. Hands off to Peyton Eiton. Eiton has a big hole, then sidesteps a would-be tackler. He picks up 7, but Jared, did you see that hole open up? The blocking that he had off tackle on the right, it just, parting of the seas.
So the Eiton family taking turns as they did in the first half. This time it was the elder Eiton that was able to pick up the first down, that being Peyton.
And this time it is Peyton Eiton again, and Peyton Eiton will pick up 10, but a flag comes in as he goes down.
Could be a holding. That's usually where the penalty is called, and it is. The referee shows us that Holtville will be penalized for holding.
Well, Peyton loses another 10-yard carry. Updating crosstown score, Mount Carmel 20, Central 9. That's in the third quarter. And in case you missed it, our score, 22, Holtville 13, Southwest. 1st and 15. And it is Seth Eiton, and he's grabbed as he goes by and brought down. Caden Chell grabbed him. He picks up 4. It is 2nd and 11. High school football brought to you in part by McNeece Mart, Dogwood, Maine in El Centro. By Stan's Auto Body. Stop by Bo at Stan's. And by Imperial Valley College. Hilfiger hands off to Eiton. He's hit. The ball is loose, and it is recovered by the Vikings, but he picked it up with a knee on the ground. Cade Damerel made the recovery.
You ask about adjustments, Carroll. One we can see right now is that the Eagles come out, and pretty much what they play on defense is a 4-man line, but they are now putting 5 players on the line of scrimmage, and then 4 backs, linebackers, the 3 linebackers plus a cornerback up. So they're playing pretty much a 9-man front line now.
How do you beat that? You throw a pass like that, complete. And with a stiff arm, shaking a tackle and getting into the end zone, touchdown. As I was saying, how do you beat that? You throw a pass to Mason Toten. You start crashing in, loading up the line. You open it up by throwing a pass. Voila. Am I smart or what, John?
And that's his 2nd touchdown of the evening, as he had the reception in the first half. This is his 2nd one.
They don't throw much, but when they do, they're very effective.
Yeah, this one went for a 38-yard touchdown.
And 2-point conversion. And did he get it in? I'm waiting for a signal. I never saw a signal. But the score is 8:25 to play in the third quarter. Holtville 30 and Southwest 13.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with a drive-through car wash. And now McNeece Mart has upgraded their car wash. It's state-of-the-art with 3 different washes to choose from the $7 Express wash to the $9 Deluxe wash to the best of the best $12 Premium wash. Also, purchase 8 gallons of fuel and get $1 off your car wash. And get the punch card. Pay for 5 washes, get the 6th one free. Yes, McNeece Mart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood Road and East Main Street in El Centro.
serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Well, the Holtville Vikings try an onside kick, and it doesn't work. The Eagles recover right at the midfield stripe. So the Eagles will start with a short field, just 50 yards. That last scoring drive, 50 yards, 6 plays, 5 of them on the ground, just 1 pass, but it was complete to Toten, and that was a 38-yard completion for the touchdown. The run by Eiton for the 2-point conversion, and that's where we stand. Holtville 30, Southwest 13. Eagles from the spread. Youngers will keep the ball, and Youngers dances around, but he is stopped after a 5-yard gain. And on the tackle was Fermin Velarde.
Fermin is our kicker for Holtville as well, so he shows that he's not just the kicker, he's also a football player. Nice pickup on first down by these Eagles as Youngers did the run-pass option, and he read it to run, and he picked up 5 yards.
McDonough goes in motion. The handoff, however, is to the first back through, and there's nothing. He'll lose about 2 yards. The handoff to Nathan Rodriguez, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and about 6. Play comes in from the sideline. No huddle. Spread formation. You can expect to see that continuously from the Eagles. This time they are not spread. Everybody's in tight. Back to pass and a little dump off to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez breaks a tackle, crosses the 40 down to the 38, good for a 1st down. Nathan Rodriguez picks up the 1st down.
First reception of the evening for Rodriguez. First down here as both teams started on the 50-yard line, their first drives in the second half.
Spotted on the 39. The Eagles shuffling some players in and out. Rodriguez comes off just a little bit gimpy after that.
Yeah, he took a real shot, Carroll, but bounced off of it and kept going.
Spread out now from the pistol. And handoff right up the middle, and it is good for about a 6-yard gain. And it was Esteban McDonough on the carry.
His first carry here of the second half, good for 4 yards.
No huddle. We're ready to play. McDonough behind Youngers. McDonough with the handoff. And McDonough will pick up 4. Bring up 3rd and about a yard. We're live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, and on YouTube. What? You haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel?
Carroll, it appears that Southwest talked about halftime. Let's just run a little smash mouth football. They're bigger across the line, and that's what they're doing here. They're just running right up the middle.
McDonough cuts it to the outside and then breaks it inside, and he'll pick up the 1st down as he goes down to the 26-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Eagles.
Yes, sometimes, Carroll, teams, coaches, etc., want to go ahead and pull out all the stops and go deep in the playbook when a lot of those times the most effective is the basic, the simplest form. Southwest is bigger across the line than Holtville, and so they should have success running the ball between tackles, and right now they are.
1st and 10, and the handoff to Rodriguez. Rodriguez skips down inside the 20 and picks up about 5. It's high school football. from Southwest High School. There's timeout on the field. We'll take timeout. The score, Holtville 30, Southwest 13.
Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus for the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
Hacienda Snack Bar has been around for a long time, serving breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday, serving your favorite breakfast burritos to the Hacienda Burger. And when it comes to catering, they do it right with good hot food. They can put a meal together to fit your budget for any size party, big or small. Stop by Hacienda Snack Bar at 941 K Street in Brawley. Talk to Mart.
And on the play, it is Youngers, winds up, fires into the end zone, touchdown. Nate Smith on the catch. Youngers just wound up and heaved it into the corner of the end zone. Good for the touchdown.
26 yards straight from Youngers to Nate.
So the Eagles score.
4 minutes, 15 seconds.
And we'll have a point after attempt. Well thrown pass. Good play to call at that time as Smith got into the corner of the end zone and was able to make the catch. Youngers will watch from the sidelines as we have the... Nope, they put Youngers out there. We're going to go for two. Youngers has Ramirez right next to him. Youngers rolling to his right, throws, and good for the two-point conversion. Youngers dumps it off, and that was good for the two. 4:15 to play in the third quarter. It is Holtville 30 and Southwest 20.
The original Town Pump has relocated in Brawley at Brownies Diner, offering you the same great steaks and more. Open every day except Monday with patio dining, with breakfast and lunch served from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., dinner from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., and open Sunday 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now with indoor dining. For delicious home-style cooking at its best, now there's one location that has it all. Brownies Diner in Brawley.
And the Central Union High School District Board of Trustees and Administration welcomes you to Back to School Night, August 25th at 6:30 p.m. All schools involved, Southwest, Central Union, Desert Oasis, Phoenix Rising, and Central Union Adult School. It is 30-21 following the two-point conversion, and the Eagles will kick off. High kick, not real long, fielded at about the 18, and right up the gut the way you're supposed to go, and stripped by one of the Eagles. The ball carrier returning the kickoff was Zephan Duarte, and one of the Eagles just stripped him as wrapped him up, took the football, and the Eagles have it. 1st and 10 on the Viking 43-yard line.
Yeah, Duarte just refused to go down, was trying to make a real effort play, and finally the ball popped out. Southwest started just moments before on the 50-yard line. Now they're on the 43, which is even better field position. And they're coming out as they have with the spread offense.
So the Eagles getting back into things. They made the adjustments in the at halftime, and it has shown, John.
And now we have a player coming out late for the Eagles as he'll need to get the play.
He got it from the coach before he went out. They've loaded up the left side, the short side of the field, and getting the ball away under pressure, and it's intercepted at the 20. At the 30, the 40, and ridden down at about the 43-yard line in Eagle territory. Bryce Buscaglia with the interception. The ball was thrown to him. And Youngers, under intense pressure, lofted it up high. And Buscaglia could have called a fair catch.
This is the second time this game, Carroll, we've seen turnovers on back-to-back plays. In the first half, it was 2 fumbles on 2 carries. Here we had a fumble, and now the next play is a pass interception.
Okay, they say progress was stopped at the 49-yard line in Eagle territory. Let's see if the Eagles can keep up the pressure on Hilfiger. He hands off to Eiton. Eiton dances his way across the middle and stays on his feet down inside the 35-yard line before he is finally brought down. Eiton did not want to go down, and we're talking about Peyton Eiton.
Yeah, that's the senior Peyton, as we have the clock stopped, not only for the movement of the chains, but I believe we have an injured player.
One of the Eagles limps off, and it's a cramp. So, you know, I never had a problem with a muscle cramp. I never had enough muscle to have a cramp. The handoff, very patient Eiton, as Peyton waited for the blocks to develop and picked up 6 yards. And that, it's so unusual to see that, but he just kind of stuttered and looked without making much forward progress as the blocks were set up. And it got him 6 yards. 2nd and 4. It is Eiton, the other side, and the other Eiton. And he'll go down inside the 25. That is very close to a first down. So, Eiton and Eiton.
It looked like they marked him short, but they've got 4th down showing on the side, but it should be 3rd down because they did have that first. Yeah, now they've changed it.
Yeah, it is 3rd and inches. And again, neither quarterback has taken a snap under center tonight at all. And the handoff, and there is nothing for Zephan Duarte. Duarte, more of a fullback type, and that time he lost 2 yards. It'll bring up 4th and 2.
Duarte was able to defeat the first would-be tackler, but the other 4 or 5 weren't going to be denied. So now we have 4th down, and Holtville's lined up. They're going to go for it.
Well, it's one of those twixt and tween, and they haven't place kicked at all tonight. So, and part of that was trying to draw the Eagles off. It is Duarte again. Duarte this time gets the hole and cuts it upfield. And with a couple of blocks, gets it down inside the 10, inside the 5. So that time, Zephan Duarte, the junior, with some fresh legs, gets it down. It'll be 1st and goal, and they will spot the ball on the 2-yard line. So the Vikings, after the Eagles made some adjustments, the Vikings readjusted. And on the fake to Duarte, it is Hilfiger keeping it. He gets it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. The ball came loose, but he had already broken the plane of the goal. With 47 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter, the Eagles on their heels a little bit after that interception, as the Vikings roll down and pick up 6. The point after attempt, well, I think it's going to be a 2-point attempt. Palo Verde leads Calexico 15-0 with towards the end of the 3rd quarter. Mater Dei 40, Brawley 21. Our score here, well, we'll tell you as soon as we are done with the 2-point try. and taking it in the middle and getting nowhere. No good on the conversion. 47 seconds to play in the third quarter. Holtville 36 and Southwest 21.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at the Broken Yolk Café. Once again, voted best breakfast in Imperial Valley by you, our customer. Thank you. Now remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food, still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Café and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Café on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
The CB Stop in Calexico is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
And the Eagles will kick off. We are going right to left across your dial, in case you're wondering, east to west. High kick. It is fielded at the 10. Looking for some room and runs into one of his own blockers, but stays on his feet and is wrapped up, and that'll be a horse collar or face mask, as kind of wrapped him up around the head and spun him down. That would have been great at cattle call for bulldogging.
This is going to give Southwest excellent field position again.
And the return there by the Eagles was...
Jonah Estrada, first time we've called his name tonight.
So instead of spotting it at the 33, we're going to get 15 more added to it.
Going to be out near midfield. Once again, going to spot it just short of midfield from the 49-yard line. So Southwest has had great field position here in the third quarter, each of their three possessions.
So it is on the 49-yard line in Eagle territory. As time running out here, 32 seconds in the third quarter. And the handoff, it is McDonough. McDonough looking for a block and never got it. So he'll pick up about a yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. Spot it right on the midfield stripe.
And Spencer Hilfiger is now back at defense for the Holtville Vikings. I'd seen him across the way wanting to go in several times, and they finally acquiesced to his request, and now we have a stoppage of time, as I believe.
That's the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3 quarters of play, Holtville 36, Southwest 21.
Hacienda Snack Bar has been around for a long time, serving breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday, serving your favorite breakfast burritos to the Hacienda Burger. And when it comes to catering, they do it right with good hot food. They can put a meal together to fit your budget for any size party, big or small. Stop by Hacienda Snack Bar at 941 K Street in Brawley. Talk to Mario and let him cater your next event, or call 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with a drive-through car wash. And now McNeece Mart has upgraded their car wash. It's state-of-the-art with 3 different washes to choose from the $7 express wash to the $9 deluxe wash to the best of the best $12 premium wash. Also, purchase 8 gallons of fuel and get $1 off your car wash. And get the punch card. Pay for 5 washes, get the 6th one free. Yes, McNeece Mart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood Road and East Main Street in El Centro.
And, the officials, they got a bit of a break there. The ball was on the midfield stripe. So, a lot of effort marching it downfield. Right, John?
Yeah, all they do is just turn the ball around and turn the teams around. So we're ready to go now. Southwest in the very familiar spread offense with wideouts double to the left and to the right.
2nd and 9. Youngers. Hands off, and it is Ramirez, and Ramirez is dropped on the tackle. Fermin Velarde, a sophomore linebacker. The Vikings are pretty young, John. Not real big and young.
And they do have the skill position spread out among seniors, juniors, and sophomores. Southwest pretty much in the same boat, Carroll. Their quarterback's a sophomore.
Okay, trying to get everybody set. Spread. Trips on the right side. And on the flanker's sweep, turning it upfield and being pushed out of bounds. The Eagles pick up a first down. McDonough on the run, and they'll spot it on the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
Nice 10-yard pickup for McDonough right there as Southwest marching down the field of the short field.
McDonough goes in motion, and then they toss it out to him in the flat. He makes one guy miss and then picks up more yardage. It'll be a gain of about 8. Okay, a gain of 6, 2nd and 4. No huddle.
Younger's 3 for 4 here in the second half so far.
High snap goes over Younger's head. It is picked up by Ramirez. Ramirez trying to make something out of it. He's pushed out of bounds. But at least he got back something. Austin Marini pushed him out of bounds. And it'll be the loss of about 2 yards, but it could have been a whole lot worse.
Yeah, and that's going to bring up 3rd down. Rodriguez did a good job, Carroll, of making something out of nothing.
It is 3rd and 7. And the handoff, it is McDonough. McDonough takes it outside, cuts it across the middle, and then straight up the middle of the field. And he'll pick up about 15 yards.
Excellent run by McDonough, as it appears that the size and muscle of the Eagles is now starting to wear on the Vikings as they're exchanging linemen almost on every snap.
1st and 10. And one of the Vikings jumps, a little bit antsy. So instead of 1st and 10, it'll be 1st and 5. Spot the ball at the 14-yard line. Eagles with the ball. Handoff is to McDonough. McDonough gets it down to about the 9-yard line. That's very close to the first down.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to mark him just a hair short. So that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and inches. Clock continues to move. We're down to 9 minutes to play in this football game. One of the the Eagle linemen comes out. It looks like another cramp. Another high snap, but Youngers brings it down. Hands off, and it is a first down as Nathan Ramirez gets the first down. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 9. Neither team is deep, John. When you look along the sidelines, I had said earlier, maybe 30 to 35. It's 25 to 30 total players. Timeout on the field. We'll take timeout. 8:30 to play in the football game. It is Holtville 36 and Southwest 21.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
The original Town Pump has relocated in Brawley at Brownies Diner, offering you the same great steaks and more. Open every day except Monday with patio dining, with breakfast and lunch served from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., dinner from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., and open Sunday 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now with indoor dining. For delicious home-style cooking at its best, now there's one location that has it all. Brownies Diner in Brawley.
It is 1st and goal from the 9 for the Eagles. They are trailing 36-21. Logan Youngers from the pistol. Hands off, and it is Rodriguez, and he is hit high and hit low at the same time, but he does get the ball down to the 2-yard line. So a pickup of 7. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 2. And timeout on the field as there is an injured Viking and there is an injured Eagle. And again, it appears to be a cramp. So training staff from both schools out there, and actually it is only an injured Viking. And the Eagles training staff first on the field. And that's one of the neat things. Everybody's going to get along. 36-21, Holtville leads Southwest. We'll be right back.
Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus for the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
And the Viking has been helped off the no harm, no foul. Like I said, I think it's a cramp. And, you know, with the, now it may not have been as hot today as what we've had, you know, the past couple of weeks, but it's still heat and cramp time.
And it's hot down there on the field, obviously.
Youngers hands off, and it is Ramirez, and Ramirez gets it down into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. So the Eagles get it in.
Second touchdown here in the second half for the Eagles, matching Holtville.
So 36-27, do you go for 1, do you go for 2?
Well, I'm sure Southwest is going to go for 2. They trail by 15 right now, so if they scored again, well, now they don't. Before that play, they were trailing by 15. So you needed at least a touchdown and then 1 2-point conversion and another 1 point to even it up. So I'm sure that they'll go for 2 here.
And that appears to be what the plan is. Coach Haynes. And I do not see Seneca Haynes in the backfield. I'm kind of surprised, John.
Well, we'll see. I'm sure they work on these 2-point conversion plays all the time in practice. So whatever they've got worked on, they're going to call it. I think it's a pass play coming up.
Rolling to his right, looking and dumping it into the corner of the end zone, and complete to Nate Smith with the catch, and with 7:53 to play in the ball game, Holtville 36, and Southwest 29.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at the Broken Yolk Café. Once again, voted best breakfast in Imperial Valley by you, our customer. Thank you. Now remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food, still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Café and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Café on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
The Central Union High School District, welcome back, students, faculty, staff. It's great to see everybody. And, looking forward to a wonderful 2021-2022 school year. And coming up, August 26th, a summer graduation ceremony. The class of 2020 graduates invited to the Jimmy Cannon Theater for a celebration and recognition of their graduation, August 26th. And the ball fell off the tee, so we'll try it again. Mount Carmel leads Central 26-16, and that's in the third quarter. Palo Verde 15, Calexico nothing. This one is picked up at about the 1 yard line, looking for some running room, trying to find a hole and getting it back to the 20-yard line. Zafan Duarte made at least back to the 20. That was kind of hairy as he misplayed the kickoff a bit.
Yeah, it looked like the young man thought that the ball was going to go out of bounds, and instead of spinning that way, it spun back the other way and stayed in bounds, which is obviously a live ball. So he did pick up the 19 yards you mentioned on a great effort.
7:39 to play in this football game. Holtville has the football. They have a 7-point lead. And it is Eiton. And it is a pickup of about 5 yards by Seth Eiton, the sophomore.
It's easy to see up here, Carroll, but it looked like if he would have cut back, because we have an injured Eagle down on the field, if he cuts back, he's got a wide open field.
As I used to tell the coach when he'd look at films and say, Buckley, why didn't you cut it in? I didn't see it, coach. I see it now. It's another cramp. It is 2nd and 5. From the shotgun this time.
Hey, we've got whistles.
A flag.
I think somebody moved. I'm not sure if it was the offensive line or defensive line. So now we're going to get it. It was the Holtville side. They flinched.
So that'll move them back 5, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
They'll give back the first down 5-yard run by Eiton. So now it's going to bring up 2nd and long. Southwest has had trouble stopping both Eitons tonight, but we'll see if they can bow their necks and shut them down here in this drive.
Eiton, who's got the football? And again, somebody jumps.
Yeah, I think Holtville came out of their stance too soon that time.
So it'll be 2nd and 15, if and when. The only thing positive is the clock was moving, so we're inside of 7 minutes. Spot the ball on the 15. Going the wrong way, fellas.
And right now, Southwest is trailing by 7, so a touchdown with a 2-point conversion, they can be ahead.
Peyton Eiton picks up about 3 out to the 18. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Yeah,
and another cramp. So next man up is the Eagles, particularly, are dropping from cramps.
A huge play in this game here, Carroll. It's 3rd and long, more than 10 yards to go, and Holtville needs to pick this up to keep momentum and sustain this drive. They give the ball back to Southwest. Southwest has scored 2 consecutive drives.
Hilfiger hands it off to Eiton. Eiton ducks inside, cuts it outside. He'll get it out to the 25, and that'll be about 5 yards short of the first down. As Peyton Eiton.
Yeah, unfortunately for Holtville, those 2 motion penalties have really set them back. They've already gained 15 yards, but they're still 5 yards short of the first down. And they're going for it looks like.
They show now they called the timeout. We'll take a timeout. 5:27 to play in this football game. Holtville 36 and Southwest 29.
The CB Stop in Calexico is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Hacienda Snack Bar has been around for a long time, serving breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday, serving your favorite breakfast burritos to the Hacienda Burger. And when it comes to catering, they do it right with good hot food. They can put a meal together to fit your budget for any size party, big or small. Stop by Hacienda Snack Bar at 941 K Street in Brawley. Talk to Mario and let him cater your next event, or call 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542.
Vikings will punt the snap, and it is a good punt. And it is fielded a fair catch back at the 45-yard line. And the Eagles will put it in play there, 1st and 10 on the 45. Their own 45, so they trail by 7. And they have 5 minutes and 18 seconds to move the ball, and they have been able to move the ball pretty smartly, John.
They've had a lot of success here in the second half. A lot of that due to the fact that they're just man-for-man much bigger than this Holtville Viking line. And they have some speed as well. So they've been able to pound the ball, and when they need to, Youngers have been very effective passing, 3 for 4.
Youngers will hand off, and it is Ramirez. Ramirez cuts it outside, shakes one tackle, and picks up yardage. Picks up about 12, good for a first down.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing signs of fatigue from the Vikings here as we have another Eagle player down. And it's Rodriguez, the one who carried the ball.
And they are tending to him. And let's see if we can duck in some scores. Mount Carmel 26, Central 16, third quarter score. Third quarter score, Palo Verde leads Calexico 15-0. Mater Dei 40, Brawley 21 in the third quarter. And the brought a cart out onto the field, but I don't know if they needed it for Rodriguez.
Yeah, it's departed the field. 21 points by Brawley against Mater Dei, Carroll. That bodes well for them. If they can put 3 touchdowns against those guys, I'm guessing that Young is having a great game at back. And Mater Dei, you already mentioned several times, a very stiff opponent. Brawley's not going to play too many teams like that. And if they can put up 3 scores against that opponent, then they're going to be hard to handle this year.
Okay, they've moved the ball back to the 46-yard line. I'm sorry, 44.
It's still more than enough for a first down because we started on the 45 of the Eagles, so they've moved it across midfield. And again, it appears to be a cramp as the player that was down is now jogging off the field. Well, excuse me, no, that was his partner. The one that was hurt is being helped off the field by a couple of the coaches.
And it looks like more of a shoulder-type injury.
Right, shoulder, arm, somewhere in that area as he's holding his right arm tightly against his abdomen. But among all that, Southwest, a lot of momentum going. As we mentioned, they've scored 2 straight drives, a third touchdown here. They can't take the lead. Steal the pitch.
Okay, the clock is running inside of 5 minutes. First and 10. Okay, change the play.
The defense that the Holtville Vikings have out there.
And the handoff is to McDonough. McDonough is hitting the backfield and dropped. It'll be a loss. It is.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Eagles have another player down. So, okay, 4 minutes left in the game.
The CB Stop in Calexico is having their catfish tournament this Friday through Sunday, and the event is completely free. Prizes will be awarded to kids 15 and under and adults. It's the fun event of the year and an opportunity for you and the family to enjoy the great outdoors. You must have a fishing license and register every day at the CB Stop. Largest fish wins over length of the tournament. Get details at the CB Stop, 1498 East Cole Boulevard in Calexico. Call 760-890-5174.
Eagle is cramping up.
Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus for the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
Okay, this is the McDonough is being helped off and get more cramping. So it's really slows things down. Let's see if
Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus for the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
Eagles, they trail 36-29 with 3:50 to play in this football game. Taking an awful long time to get this play in and executed. Younger takes the snap, back to pass.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
The CB Stop in Calexico is having their catfish tournament this Friday through Sunday, and the event is completely free. Prizes will be awarded to kids 15 and under and adults. It's the fun event of the year and an opportunity for you and the family to enjoy the great outdoors. You must have a fishing license and register every day at the CB Stop. Largest fish wins over length of the tournament. Get details at the CB Stop, 1498 East Cole Boulevard in Calexico. Call 760-890-5174.
Stand by to receive our transmission. AM 1230, KXO El Centro.
You guys are wonderful. I love listening to you. We listen every day. We love you guys.
The best oldies on the radio.
Thank you for doing a great job for us all day.
12:30, KXO. Okay, it is 3rd and about 12. The ball is on the 14-yard line.
And we just had a pass incompleted in the end zone, and now we have timeout.
Timeout on the field, and I apologize. We've had some technical issues. Again, this is our first game in 2 years. So we're trying to work through some issues. 2:35 to play in this ball game. The Eagles have the ball, third and about 13, and it is spotted on the 15-yard line. The Eagles trail 36-29. And we're getting ready to play. So
Youngers has had all kinds of time to throw throughout this game, but especially here in the second half. His last completed pass that went down to Nate Smith, Youngers could have written a letter home. He had that much time. There was no pressure at all. The Vikings only rushing 4.
Okay, the Eagles a bit depleted because of some cramp issues. Now going back onto the field is Esteban McDonough. And he'll line up in the slot on the right side. Snap back to Youngers. Youngers looking into the end zone, and it is batted away. Big play there by Bryce Buscaglia, and that'll bring up 4th and 13. So the game comes right down here. We have stopped the clock with 2:29 to play, and Buscaglia just watched the ball and batted it away in the end zone, intended for Nate Smith.
And Carroll, Southwest can get a first down without getting a touchdown. It would be close, but there is fourth down, and they can make a first down without getting in the end zone.
And now timeout taken, and it is Holtville that took this timeout. High school football, we're on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on YouTube. You can follow us on YouTube. The broadcast brought to you in part tonight by the Central Union High School District. And, they're excited to see students back to in-person learning and instruction on all the campuses. Central Union, Desert Oasis, Phoenix Rising High, and Central Union Adult School, and Southwest here, where we are tonight. 36-29, 2:29 to play. It is 4th and 13. The ball is on the 15-yard line. So, yes, they can get a first down, but they're going to go to the end zone. And
there has not been any pressure on any of these previous passing attempts.
Youngers back to pass, has some time, looking, he's hit and sacked. Big hit and sack, and we give that credit to Elliot Ortiz. He just flattened Logan Youngers, and will that seal the game? The Eagles,
Southwest,
last and best chance right there, I think.
Southwest does have some timeouts, so we'll see. Obviously, they're going to use them, but will it be enough? As they could the whole stadium seemed to get deflated as we had mentioned, no pressure, and there wasn't any pressure, and all of a sudden at the last second, as you called it, Ortiz came in and may have saved the game for his Holtville Vikings.
So the Vikings are going to have to control the ball for 2 minutes and 23 seconds if they're going to come away with a win.
And that was a 14-yard sack, so it wasn't like he was sacked up by the line of scrimmage.
Handoff, it is Eiton, and Eiton wraps up the football and brings it out to the 33-yard line. It'll be second and about 4. The Vikings take a timeout, and that one kind of surprises me. But the Vikings with the timeout. Mater Dei 53, Brawley 21 in the fourth quarter. So that game beginning to open up a little bit. Mount Carmel 33, Central 15.
Carroll, I think is what happened is the referees just the wrong way. South, I'm positive. Again, the coaches just pointed the wrong way because Holtville's out of timeouts, so they can't take any.
Well, they could. They wouldn't get it.
Yeah,
if
wouldn't
they
be
could
acknowledged.
ask.
But so that's why after
Yes.
a 6-yard run, Southwest just immediately wanted to stop the clock, and I'm sure after this play, unless it's a first down, we'll probably stop the clock again. As the Holtville coaches now are out on the field talking to the referee, not sure what they're discussing, but all three of the Holtville coaches was out there talking to the official.
Probably saying, keep an eye on this. Okay. Spencer Hilfiger. Hands off to Eiton. Eiton brings it out. He'll be dropped for about a 6-yard loss. And the Eagles now take what should be their last timeout. 2:06 to play in the football game. Holtville 36, Southwest 29. And the Vikings with the football. It'll be 3rd and 9. They don't want to turn it over. It's got to be a big play here.
What would you risk trying to pass right now, Carroll? They have attempted one pass here in the second half. It was good for a 38-yard touchdown, so certainly they've been successful with that one attempt. 2 for 3 on the night for 2 touchdowns. Do they dare try that again, which means an incomplete would stop the clock?
Well, my thinking is give it to Eiton, either one. And if he gets it, he does. If he doesn't, you count on your defense after a punt. And it is a handoff to Eiton. Eiton breaks one tackle, cuts it upfield, and will push and get the first down. 2nd and 3rd effort by Peyton Eiton.
And now we have a flag here at the 33-yard line, so this may be brought back. Just have to wait and see as they sort it out.
Holding. And it's actually a block in the back. And from the 32-yard line, that'll be 15 yards marched off from there.
So we'll have 3rd down and long again, so we'll do the same scenario. Can Holtville pull something out of the bag to keep possession? As they did, they marched the ball all the way back to the 22-yard line.
So it's still 3rd down, but now it's 3rd and 16. And again, I'd give the ball to Eiton. And if he makes it, he makes it. If he doesn't, you punt it and you count on your defense.
Hilfiger was over discussing the play with his coach. We have not seen Hilfiger carry the ball but one time here in the second half, and that was for a touchdown. Do they dare fake? Because I'm sure Southwest is going to be looking at both Eitons. Let Hilfiger run the ball.
Back to pass, looking downfield, looking, and he throws it away. Looking for Roger Rolfe. Rolfe was double covered, so Hilfiger basically just threw it away.
Which is unfortunate both ways because it does stop the clock, and now Holtville will have to punt.
Minute 23 to play in the ball game.
If they just run a play, Carroll, the clock is going to tick down under a minute and probably closer to around 40 seconds. As now the Southwest coaches are trying to get the referee's attention about, delay a game, perhaps.
So we're set for a big punt. Snap is back, no pressure, gets away the punt. And it is fielded at the 50-yard line, right at the 50, and dropped immediately there was Jonah Estrada. So the Eagles have a minute and 12 seconds. The ball straddles the 50-yard line, and they trail by 7. And I don't even want to think, what are we going to do? Are we going to go for 2 if we make a score?
I'm sure they will.
Dumps it off over the middle, a little screen pass, finding some running room and getting away down inside the 35 to the 34-yard line was Nathan Rodriguez. Clock continues to run inside of 50 seconds. The Eagles with their no-huddle spread offense. Youngers with the snap, rolling to his right, gets away, and he is sacked again. Beating the block was Mason Toten, and he spun Youngers down all the way back at the 47-yard line.
And the Eagles staff wants Younger to spike it, and he just did.
So, let's reset. 22 seconds. The Eagles have the ball on the Vikings' 47-yard line. They trail by 7. It's a third down and about 25. So it's coming down maybe 2 plays.
2 big, huge sacks by these Vikings. Now, does Holtville try to put some pressure here, or do they play pass defense?
And there's motion. The slot back took off early.
And what we did see from that is Holtville on that particular snap was going to play pass defense. They were only rushing 3 players that time.
Well, you know what they say about prevent defense, don't you, John? That prevents you from winning.
Yes, but they had certainly changed up, and that's what they were playing right there. They were only rushing 3 down linemen. It looks like that's exactly what they're doing again, although a 4th one is creeping up now. But he dropped off.
Youngers back to pass, has a little bit of time, lofts it downfield, and it is almost intercepted in and out of the hands of Luis Garcia. So we're down to 12.5 seconds.
And why shouldn't we end this game the way we've ended so many throughout our career here, Carroll? This is the 34th year we've been together doing these football games, and it's just a perfect KXO radio broadcast. We're right down to the very last play of the game, and we still have not determined the outcome yet.
Logan Youngers from the shotgun, back to pass, has some time, winds up and fires it downfield, and there's nobody there.
Yeah, Holtville only rushed 2 players that time.
So we got 3.9 seconds, which means we have 1 more play.
Well, that was
fourth down. That was 4th down. That's it. Okay. Somehow, in the back of my mind, I think Spencer Hilfiger will take a knee.
Let's see if he does it from the tee, as we have not had a snap tonight from the tee by either side.
Nobody has been under center. It has all been either shotgun or pistol. So, this game's history. What was it? The butter's getting hard? The yellow's jiggling?
Chick Hearn's famous call. And, Carroll, we are going to see the victory formation. We're getting a snap from the center directly to the quarterback, not a snap where it's in the pistol, the shotgun, or back away from the line of scrimmage.
Hilfiger under center takes a knee, and that's it. Our ball game is over. And the final score, Holtville 36 and Southwest 29.
Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus for the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
The original Town Pump has relocated in Brawley at Brownies Diner, offering you the same great steaks and more. Open every day except Monday with patio dining, with breakfast and lunch served from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., dinner from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., and open Sunday 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now with indoor dining. For delicious home-style cooking at its best, now there's one location that has it all. Brownies Diner in Brawley.
Our first high school football broadcast of, the year, and the first since 2 years ago. And we started off with a good one. Yeah, Holtville, Southwest. We knew it was going to be a good game. And it was high scoring. Ended up 36-29, Holtville prevailing. But, boy, came down to the final play of the game. And the Vikings defense stiffened up when they had to and pulled out the victory. And it was the tandem of Itons that carried most of the offense for the Vikings tonight and did it quite impressively as the boys, Seth and Peyton, able to move the football up and down the field. Updating some scores around the Valley, Palo Verde beat Calexico 15-6. That is final. Mater Dei 53, Brawley 21. That's in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter score, Mount Carmel 33, Central 15. So that's where we go with that. The Imperial and Calapat both with byes this week. And we have no updates from Vincent at San Diego High School. So we'll have to wait before we get to that one. But a real good game tonight. There were obviously some issues as far as, first game of the year. And really, with a very abbreviated 5-game schedule last year, kind of interesting, but both teams came out well. With the Eagles, we are going to be seeing the spread wide open, no huddle, move the ball quickly, and I have a strong suspicion as the season goes on, they are going to be moving the ball a whole lot quicker without the huddle and as they develop the system. John Driffill's working on the numbers. We'll have them coming up.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at the Broken Yolk Café. Once again, voted best breakfast in Imperial Valley by you, our customer. Thank you. Now remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food, still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Café and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Café on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
The CB Stop in Calexico is having their catfish tournament this Friday through Sunday, and the event is completely free. Prizes will be awarded to kids 15 and under and adults. It's the fun event of the year and an opportunity for you and the family to enjoy the great outdoors. You must have a fishing license and register every day at the CB Stop. Largest fish wins over length of the tournament. Get details at the CB Stop, 1498 East Cole Boulevard in Calexico. Call 760-890-5174. Hacienda Snack Bar has been around for a long time, serving breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday, serving your favorite breakfast burritos to the Hacienda Burger. And when it comes to catering, they do it right with good hot food. They can put a meal together to fit your budget for any size party, big or small. Stop by Hacienda Snack Bar at 941 K Street in Brawley. Talk to Mario and let him cater your next event, or call 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with a drive-through car wash. And now McNeece Mart has upgraded their car wash. It's state-of-the-art with 3 different washes to choose from the $7 express wash to the $9 deluxe wash to the best of the best $12 premium wash. Also, purchase 8 gallons of fuel and get $1 off your car wash and get the punch card. Pay for 5 washes, get the 6th one free. Yes, McNeece Mart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood Road and East Main Street in El Centro.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
high school football. We've been live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, and on the KXO YouTube channel. And, our first broadcast so far this year. And, we got a good one. It coming down to the very last tick of the clock before Holtville able to prevail and hold on and pick up the win. John Driffill will have some numbers for us as, he's had to take off his shoes and socks. Some of those numbers are getting pretty high, but he's working on it, and we'll get that. Again, our final score here was 36 to 29. And John, we got the numbers.
Yeah, we'll take a look at what was a very exciting game, a first game to start with. And let's take a look first at Southwest. They ran the ball 31 times for 128 yards. 13 for 22 was Youngers in his initial varsity game as a sophomore for 154 yards, giving Southwest 282 total yards, 15 first downs. That's a nice round number there for Southwest. They did have one fumble and one turnover in the second half, and that turnover was by the Holtville Vikings, number 1, and we're getting out the roster again. But yes, Buscaglia, who his name was given to us later, Buscaglia had the interception that perhaps turned the tide around. On Holtville's side, they ran the football 33 times for 267 yards. 2 for 4 was Hilfiger for 43 yards, giving Holtville 310 yards, 13 first downs. Holtville did have 2 fumble turnovers. And the most important stat was the scoreboard, where Holtville outpointed the Eagles 36 to 29. And we'll be back to look at the individual stats after this.
Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus for the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
Well, back here at Southwest High School, where the Eagles have suffered their first loss of this year, 36 to 29 to the Holtville Vikings. We mentioned that Southwest had 282 total yards on the ground. 128 of those were acquired. The sophomore quarterback, Logan Youngers, was sacked twice in the fourth quarter for big losses, so he ended up with 5 rushes for a negative 10 yards. Carrying the football, Fermin Velarde carried the ball carried the ball twice for 15 yards. Also running the football was Nathan Rodriguez, 13 times for 42 yards and a touchdown. Getting 10 carries for 84 yards was Esteban McDonough. And we had the coach's son, Seneca Haynes, scoring a touchdown in the first half on a 2-yard smash play. Also, Rodriguez did have a touchdown as well. The passing yards, 13 receptions, was spread around 4 different players. First, for the Eagles was Nate Smith. He had 6 catches for 74 yards and 2 touchdowns. Fermin Velarde had a catch for a 15-yard touchdown. Also, Esteban Madonna had 4 catches for 34 yards. And in the second half, Nathan Rodriguez had 2 catches for 31 yards. On the other side, Holtville's 267 yards rushing. We had 3 carries for Zephan Duarte for 25 yards. Getting the majority of the carries, Peyton Aiton ran the ball 18 times for 137 yards and 1 touchdown. The quarterback, Hilfiger, had 1 carry for 2-yard touchdown. Then the younger Aiton, Seth, had 10 carries for 101 yards and a touchdown. And getting a carry, Louis Garcia had 1 carry for 2 yards. The 2 pass receptions were acquired by the same player, and that was Mason Totem. He had 2 catches, 53 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So all in all, what a way to kick off the season. Disappointed Eagles, but there's a lot to build upon, as they did roll for 282 yards, balanced 128 ground, 154 passing, And we look to see that the sophomore quarterback, Logan Youngers, is only going to get better.
Well, John, everything we had counted on, a very, very good game. We will be back here next week when it is the Vincent Memorial Scots home game here at Southwest High School. They will take on the Eagles, and it's not going to be easy for the Eagles there because Vincent always a very, very good team. So we're not sure what they're doing in San Diego tonight, but they're going to be good. They're going to have some skilled players. Our high school football broadcast brought to you by the CB Stock in Calexico, Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley, McNeece Mart at Dogwood and Main in El Centro, Stan's Auto Body, IVC, the Town Pump, and Brownies Diner in Brawley, by the Central Union High School District Board of Trustees and Administration, and also by the Broken Yolk Café. Next week, John and I will be here at Southwest for Vincent Memorial. Next week, Imperial at West Hills on our website with Mickey Dale and George Grijalva. Want to thank Jared Anchondo for production assistance here at the field, and also our producer engineer in the studios, Mr. Gabe Lemus, our technical advisor, Kurt Hoffman, John Driffill, the color and stats, and I'm Carroll Buckley, wishing you a very good evening. Keep it tuned.